You mean they didn't get married?
Right.
Gee, I don't know what to say.
I was really shocked this morning. I saw Nola and she was making her pickups and deliveries just like nothing had happened.
Well, look, I'm glad you stopped me before I went over there and...
Yeah, he's kind of broken up about it. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but as soon as he's free, I am.
Okay.
Did you know that Hope had severe pains this morning and they're bringing her in for an emergency exam?
Yes, I do know that. Dr. Sedgwick told me about it. Look, don't tell Jackie until we know Hope's all right.
Oh, sure. Just pray it's nothing serious.
Well, I think if we have the secretarial pool put everything else aside, we should be able to get the data on Lewis Oil typed up by the end of the day.
When's Vanessa coming back from Chicago?
This afternoon, I'm afraid. I was hoping she might stay there permanently, but no such luck.
There was something we'd do, get them both off our back and back to Chicago for good.
Oh, I'm working on it.
You expecting someone?
No.
Well, I don't want anyone to find me here at this hour of the morning.
Look, take your jacket and go on into the bedroom, and I'll try to get rid of whoever it is. Yes, who is it?
It's Mike Bauer.
Well, good morning.
I have to see Ellen.
Oh, well, he's not here.
Your number was left as an emergency phone number for him to be contacted.
Well, that's because Alan was here late last night working.
Look, I don't have time to listen to your lies. Just tell him I was here and that Hope has been taken to the hospital and she wanted him to know about it.
Mike! What's wrong with Hope?
The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Dawn, the dishwashing liquid that takes grease out of your way. And by High Point decaffeinated coffee with the hearty, robust flavor to decaffeinate.
Mike, for God's sake, what's the matter with Hope?
She has severe abdominal pains. Ed has taken her to the hospital and she wanted you to know about it, so I came here. Tracked you down, finally.
I'm going to the hospital, too.
Well, let me know as soon as you hear anything about Hope.
Look, Diane, I'm sorry about that incident with Mike.
Don't worry. No one else's opinion matters to me except yours. Now, just let me know as soon as you have any news.
Right.
I put in 3 sugars, just the way you like it.
Thanks, Hillary. I feel kind of embarrassed to come into work today and have to face all my friends. Well, I'm sure Katie told you everything.
Well, Tim told us first, and then I talked to Katie when I got home. But you shouldn't be embarrassed. All your friends understand. You know, some the best.
Yeah, that's what Bea and Tony tried to tell me this morning. It doesn't really help. I love Nola, and I'm worried about her right now.
Look, Nola can take care of herself. And if she had any doubts at all about marrying you, then she did you a huge favor by not going through with it.
There's something that you don't know about. Or maybe, what did Katie tell you?
Oh, well, she just told me that Nola changed her mind and she moved out of the boarding house.
Yeah, well, maybe someday I'll tell you the rest.
Yeah, Floyd, this might be a little hard for you to believe right now, but there is somebody out there who's just perfect for you, and she's going to love you and care about you and be so glad that she met you.
Hillary?
Oh, hi, Trish. Oh, Trish, this is Floyd Parker, Katie's brother.
Hi, Floyd. How are
Lewis.
you?
What's happening?
I wanted to know how Katie is.
Well, she's a little better. She's going to work the late shift today, but she wants to spend a little time at the hearing.
Oh, I'm sure she's thinking about Andy and that hearing constantly. I know I can't think about anything else. It's not going to be easy for anybody who knows him. I really dread having to go.
Well, I hope it's not too hard for either one of you.
No, thanks.
Bye.
Jackie? Oh, hi. Oh, you know something? You look more beautiful every day.
Thanks, but I'd gladly settle for a waistline again.
Oh. You know, I wanted a baby so much when I was first married to Andy. I guess I know now that it's a blessing I never had one.
Ed,
Yeah.
how is Hope doing?
She's being examined by Dr. Sedgwick right now. She's on 3. Listen, if you see Mike, Or Alan, would you send them upstairs there to the lounge to wait?
Oh, sure. In fact, I'll go to the lobby desk now, so I'll be sure to catch them.
Yeah, thanks.
What's wrong with home?
Well, nobody knows for sure, but she had some severe pains this morning.
Oh, I hope. I really worry about women who are pregnant and all by themselves.
Yeah. Listen, if you need to talk or anything, I'm always here, okay?
Thanks.
Take it easy.
Oh, and tell Dr. Myers I'll be back in cardiology as soon as I finish consulting with Dr. Sedgwick. Thank you.
Justin.
Anything yet? No, but Margaret told me there's no evidence of staining, which is a very good sign. First thing I thought of when Margaret told me about the pains Hope was having is the possibility of a miscarriage.
Yeah, I know. Me too, but so many other things can go wrong in a pregnancy, and after everything that Hope has been through the past few months...
Well, look, Margaret is one of the best in her field, so Hope's in very good hands.
Ed, any news yet?
No, not yet.
Hello, Barbara.
I told Barbara she didn't have to come with me, but she wanted to. She insisted. Well, Hope must feel all her family, too. I mean, I just can't tell you how grateful I am to all of you Bowers for all you've done. And I just wanted to come and see if there was anything I could do to help. Well, shall we sit down?
Oh, yes. Justin, hello.
Barbara. Excuse me, Ed. I'll talk to you later.
Right.
Oh, Mike. Oh, hi, Justin. Is there any news yet?
No, nothing yet. Margaret's in there with her. Did you find Alan?
Yes. He was at Diane's. He apparently spent the whole night there.
Well, we'll have some news from Margaret any minute now.
You know, it just happened so fast. I had just seen her for 3 minutes before I talked to you, and she was fine.
Well, on the way over here, she said that she was feeling a milder version of the same pain that she felt up at Laurel Falls yesterday.
You know, Alan went into her tent where she was resting. I just hope he didn't cause this by upsetting her in there, because if he did...
Hello, Barbara. Bert, is there any word on Hope? I wanted to run through all this with you before we go into court so that you know what to expect.
I just wish my mom didn't have to be there, Darren.
Yeah, we'll be glad she is, because she's the only witness we have for your defense.
My defense? You don't mind if I laugh, do you? Considering the fact that you advised me to confess to everything.
Andy, any lawyer would have advised you the same way, given the staggering evidence that's piled up against you.
Yeah, maybe. Look, when is Trish going to start her divorce proceedings?
There's no definite date yet, but Mike's going to push it through quickly for her sake.
Yeah, I bet he will. I bet he'd get it through, too. I mean, the law works miracles for those with money.
It has nothing to do with her money, Andy. I don't have to tell you that there are extenuating circumstances.
All I know is that that woman is getting everything I own. She already has more money than she'll ever need. Spoiled brat.
Andy, I should think you'd be glad if Trish takes over the restaurant. If it were put up for auction now, it would bring only a few $1,000s after all the debts you piled up were paid. And your mother's gone on record as saying she doesn't want to walk in that place, whereas if Trish takes it over, she'll put a lot of her own money into it, get it back into the black, and then later, if Barb changes her mind, Trish is willing to bring her in as a third partner.
A third partner? Who's going to be the second partner, Derek?
Vanessa Chamberlain.
Really? Well, you see, the rich do inherit the earth once again, don't they? God, if I only had a few $1,000s I could get my hands on, I could stop those two debutantes from taking over my restaurant.
Andy, this is a pointless conversation. I'll be back around 1:30, and we'll go over some last-minute things.
Wait a minute. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell Vanessa and I want you to tell Trish that I'm going to get even with them for what they're doing to me right now. In a way they will never forget. Do it in prison. I'm going to get them.
I'll see you later, Andy.
Well, I've got to get back home now and start organizing Philip for prep school.
Don't you need to organize yourself for your stay here in a few days?
My bag's been packed for over a week.
No.
Are you sure you'll be all right?
I'm positive. I'm just going to sit here and finish my coffee, and I've got an appointment with Sarah in about 20 minutes.
I hope this afternoon's not too much of an ordeal for you.
Well, I can't say that I'm looking forward to it. Or to my next trip to the courthouse for my divorce.
You'll be fine.
Thanks.
See you later.
Okay.
You put one more hand on me, I'm gonna call the police.
Oh, yeah? They're not going to believe you.
Oh, why would
Because the police of this fair city are not going to believe a hopeless alcoholic.
I haven't had a drink in months, and you know it.
Doesn't matter what I know. What's important is what the police are going to find and smell in this apartment all over you. Now open wide, baby.
You get away from me.
Oh, you know something, Trish? It used to be a whole lot of fun when you were drunk. You know, a whole lot much more fun. Open wide.
Hello there. Trish? Hello.
Oh, hi, Mike.
Is something wrong?
No.
Can I join you for
Oh,
supper?
sure. What are you doing here at the hospital?
Well, my daughter is pregnant, and she's had some abdominal pain, so she's being examined right now. Yeah, I was up in the lounge, and someone walked in that makes me feel very uncomfortable to be around, so I come down here to get a couple of cups of coffee for people.
I can't imagine you feeling uncomfortable around anyone.
Well, wait till you get to know me better.
I was just, thanking Jackie for recommending you to handle my divorce. I wanted to tell you that I have complete confidence in you, and I know that you wouldn't advise me to ask for anything that was unfair or unjust.
Do you have misgivings about asking for the restaurant as part of the settlement?
Well, it bothered me a lot at first, but I realized that it's a lot better than letting it go, you know, to pay for all the back debts, especially after all the work that's gone into it. And I hope that Barbara will be able to come back to it someday so I can feel like I've done something for her in Andy's name. I guess, but I can't forget that I did love Andy very deeply once, and that I married him and kept on loving him until he made that impossible.
Of course, I understand that. Barbara's upstairs waiting for news about Hope, by the way, if you want to talk to her.
Oh, good. I do want to try and see her before we have to meet in court this afternoon. I want to talk to her.
Well, Dr. Sedgwick just finished examining Hope. All I know at this point is that she's ordered her a private room.
Yeah, okay, let me go.
Oh, yeah, wait here. Excuse me.
Oh, that's all right. I hope it's good news.
Thank you.